Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's hard level difficulty puzzle, and it's called XV Star Whisper by Nurgle's Gift. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9, such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. We have digits along an orange line. Digits along a green line must differ by 5 or more, otherwise known as a German whisper or a whisper 5 line. I like calling them whisper 5 lines because it makes it clear to me. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3 are specifically 8 and 9, which means this has to be 8 or 9 if this were a 3. We have digits along an orange line must differ by 4 or more, otherwise known as a Dutch whisper or a whisper 4 line. Again, I prefer the whisper 4 connotation. So, for example, if this were 3, this would have to be 7, 8, or 9 here, because those are the only digits which are 4 or more away from 3. Orthogonally adjacent cells cannot sum to 5 or 10. So if you know this is 3, so orthogonally adjacent means that they just share an edge. So cells that share an edge cannot add up to 5 or 10. So we know if this was a 3, this cannot be 7 or 2 here. Because if this was 2, obviously those two digits would add up to 5, and that's not allowed. And if it's 7, it's the same thing. They would add up to 10, which is not allowed. So that's how we have that globally across the entire grid. Each line must be given one bulb at one of the line ends. So that means in each line, you're going to have a bulb at one of the ends. Two lines of the same length and same color are connected X lines. So that means this line is a connected X line with this green 3-length line, right? This 4-length green line must also be connected to a connected X line with this 4-length green line. And counting from the bulb, the first cell of each connected X line sums to 10. The second cell of each line sums to 10, etc., etc. So say this was the bulb here, and this was a bulb here. That means these two digits must add up to 10. These two digits must add up to 10. These two digits must add up to 10. And these two digits must add up to 10. So that's how connected X lines work. So say, again, if those two were the bulbs, and if this was a 6, this would have to be a 4, if that's the case. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so we're probably going to use these two sets. Well, okay, so one thing is, in column 5, so one thing that is the case is on a whisper 5 line, which are the green lines, you can never have a 5. Because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. If you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which is not a digit. So in column 5, where is the 5 going to be? It's either here or it's here. We're not sure which. These are, and also on German whisper lines, or whisper 5 lines, you'll always alternate between low and high digits on it. Because what digits can be next to the low digits, which are 1 through 4? 4 can be next to 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, 2 can be next to 7, 8, or 9, and 1 can be next to 6 through 9, which are all high digits. And you have the same reversed for 6 through 9. So that means these have to be the same set. And these are a different set. These are the same set. And this must be a different set. So that's pink. Okay. This cannot be a 5. This cannot be 5. Therefore, whatever set this is has to be the opposite set here, right? Because on Whisper 4 lines, 1 through 4 can be next to 5 through 9 on a Whisper 4 line. But if it's not 5, which it can't be on a Whisper 5 line, then it has to be the other set. So this is green, this must be pink, and this has to be green. Okay. So that means either pink or green is the orange set, right? That means we cannot have another orange set here. The other digit here must be the yellow set, and we're not sure which it is. We have 2 pinks here. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So the orange, no matter what, the orange on the 5 line has to add up to 10 with the endpoints, the pinks on the 5 line. So therefore, they cannot be the same set. They have to be opposite sets. Because these, no matter where the bulb is, these both are orange set, which means they must add up with the pink set to add up to 10. So there have to be opposite sets. So pink has to be the yellow set, and green has to be the orange set then. Okay. That works. So then we'll mark the 5s as potentially pink. Okay, so that's potentially pink. This is orange. This is yellow. It cannot be yellow to yellow here. Because if it's yellow to yellow, there's no way. You can't have 2 of the same set ever be next to each other on a Whisper 4 line, right? You have 1 through 4, which none of them are 4 away from each other, and you have 6 through 9, none of which are 4 away from each other. Therefore, this cannot be yellow. This has to be the 5. So this is 5, which makes this the orange, and this is 1, 9 as a pair, because 5 can only be next to 1 and 9 on a Whisper 4 line. So these are 3 yellows here. That means the yellows have to be the outsides of the 3 green lines. So that's orange here. One of them, this has to be 1 or 9 also to add up to 10 with this. Okay. This cannot be 1 or 9. So this orange has to be 5 away from 1 or 9, but 4 away from this. Well, it could be still 4, 6 here. So that's still... Okay, so this is orange. This cannot be 5. So then this must be yellow. And this is an orange-yellow pair. So Okay. So we have one, two, so yellow on the outside. That means these are orange on the outside for the 3. For the 4, one of these must be 5. So we're guaranteed one of these is 5. And the other one has to be a 1-9 pair. So either 1-9, 1-9, or this is 1-9, 1-9. So if this were matching that, it would have to be yellow 1-9. Okay. Huh. We know 5 is one of those two. And we either have, so this digit, no, actually none of these digits can be 1 or 9. Because if they were, because these 1-9s have to be somewhere along this line. We know that for certain. Okay. We have 3 oranges here. We have 3 oranges here. Where is the orange for 6 in column 5? Cannot be here. Could be here, but cannot be here. Okay, so if the orange 4-6 is here, obviously that's fine. Then that would mean the yellow 4-6 is one of these two. If the orange 4-6 is here, if the orange 4-6 is here, this is the yellow 1-9, which means this would be the yellow 4-6 to add up to 10, right? Because this yellow 1-9 could not be with this yellow orange 1-9. So, oh, no, cannot be. So say, okay, so again, where is the orange 4-6? So the orange 1-9 cannot be either of these. Therefore, the yellow 1-9 cannot be either of these. Since the yellow 1-9 cannot be either of these, we know the yellow 1-9 has to be one of these 3, and it cannot be here. So the yellow 1-9 has to be one of these 2. And this can't be the orange 1-9, so the orange 1-9 has to be one of these 2. So again, if we try to have the orange 4-6 cannot be here because this is not the yellow 1-9, which it would have to be next to. Orange 4-6 could be there, but if orange 4-6 is here, so again, we have the orange 1-9 here, and the yellow 1-9 has to be here. So orange 1-9 cannot be either of these, which means yellow 1-9 cannot be either of these. Where is the yellow 1-9 in column 5? It must be one of these 3. It cannot be here because that sees all the digits on the orange 4, the 4-length orange line, which must match this one. And you have to have the other 1-9 be there. So this cannot be 1-9. So again, where is the orange 4-6? Can't be here. It's not next to 1-9. It could be here. Cannot be here because it's next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line. And if it were here as 4-6, that would force this to be 1-9, which means the corresponding 1-9 would have to be one of these 2, which is impossible. So this has to be the orange 4-6, which means the yellow 4-6 is one of these 2. Okay, that doesn't tell us too much. These are different ones. So this cannot be the orange 4, 6. It must be... This could be orange 1, 9, technically. And then this would be yellow 1, 9 if that were the case. Okay. This is 2, 8 or 3, 7 here. So this cannot be yellow 4, 6. So again, 1, 9, they all see these cells, so this cannot be. So yellow 1, 9 has to be at one of the ends. So either this is yellow 1, 9 or this is yellow 1, 9. 5 has to be in the middle. Orange 1, 9 has to be the other one. So this is 1, 5, 9 here. Guaranteed. So this is the orange 1, 9. This is orange 1, 9. So orange 1, 9 has to be one of those three. One of these two adds up to 10 with one of these two. And one of these two adds up to 10 with one of those two. And they are both that way. Okay. The rest of row 2 have to be 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So... Okay, these two add up to 10. Guaranteed. Because they are the middle orange digit. Okay. So... we know this is an end and this is an end. So this cannot be the 4, 6 then. I mean, it could be, technically. No, it can't be. This has to be the orange 4, the yellow 4, 6. Because again, these two match to add up to 10. So this must be the same as that. This is the same as that. Sorry. These two add up to 10, these two add up to 10, and these two must add up to 10. So this is 4 and 6. We don't know which... Oh. If this is the yellow 1, 9, that means we cannot have the yellow 1, 9 in box 5 at all. So this cannot be the yellow 1, 9. So this must be the yellow 1, 9 here, which must match that. So then we know these bulbs. So these bulbs are there. So then this is 5, and this is the orange 1, 9. Okay. So then this matches this. It could be 5 and 5. That's still possible. This has to be yellow 2, 8 or 3, 7. Interesting. And again, these two digits add up to 10. This is next to two unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, so that has to be 2, 3, 7, or 8. Which means, oh, these have to be different ones. Interesting. So, that must mean these have to be, because these have to be different ones. So this is 2, 3, 7, 8, adding up with these. We don't know which one adds up with which, right? This cannot be 1, 9 pairs. So that means we cannot have 1 and 9 here. That means 4 and 6 both cannot be here. Therefore, this becomes a 4-6 pair, which eliminates 4 and 6 in the rest of the box or column. This is 2, 3, 7, 8. This is 2, 3, 7, 8, right? Okay. That's interesting. So these must match with these two. So they cannot be 1, 9 either. So we have 2, 3, 7, 8 or 4, 6. 4, 6 cannot be here. But this could match here, right? This cannot be 4 and 6. They're not next to 1 and 9 on a Whisper 5 line. So these also have to be 2, 3, 7, 8. Well, that eliminates 2, 3, 7, 8 because we have a 2, 3, 7, 8 quadruplet in column 2. So this has to be 4 and 6. And this must be 4 and 6. Which means they're next to 2 and 8. Guaranteed. Because 4 has to be next to 8 or 9, and this can't be 8 or 9. 6 has to be next to 1 or 2, and this can't be 1. Sorry, this 4 has to be next to 8 or 9, and this can't be 9. 6 has to be next to 1 or 2, and this can't be 2. So this must match 2 and 8, 2 and 8. Therefore, the remaining digits in column 2 are 1 and 9. Okay, this has to be then, this cannot be, this is, I guess it still could be actually 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. This is guaranteed to have a yellow. And this has to be 2, 3, 7, or 8. Then. Okay. No, it could be 1, 9. That could be 1, 9. Right. So not good there. Okay, never mind. This could be 4, 6. In fact, it has to be 4, 6. Where's the yellow 4, 6? This is next to, not next to 1 or 9, the orange 1, 9 on the Whisper 5 line, and neither is this. So this has to be the yellow 4, 6, because that's the only place for it. So this is yellow 4, 6, yellow 4, 6. We have one of these is yellow 4, 6. The other one is the 2, 3, 7, 8 orange here. Since we know what both of these are, this is yellow 4, 6, yellow 4, 6. One of these is yellow 4, 6. This has to be a different 2, 3, 7, 8 than this because they must add up to 10 with these. And obviously these can't be the same digit. So this one has to be one of these two, which means this must be the yellow, other yellow 2, 3, 7, 8. Well, that means we cannot have 2, 3, 7, 8 in the remaining digits here. So we have yellow 4. Okay, this can't be orange 4, 6. Because it's next to 2, 3, 7, 8 on a Whisper 5 line. So this must be 2, 3, 7, 8 here. That leaves this as 4, 5, and 6. And 4, 5, and 6. Okay. That means this is matching this way. We don't know how this matches. Hmm. Not sure what these two are. Oh, this can't be orange 1, 9. Wait, no, that's not right. We're just thinking about these. Oranges. Okay. So this is kind of done. This is done. This is done. This is done. That's done. This is not quite done. Neither is this. We have yellow 1-9 is one of these two. I'm not sure which. This is again 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Orange 4, 6 has to be one of these three. 5 has to be one of these three. And yellow 1-9 is one of these two. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Let's start making letters because maybe that'll help us. Well, we don't know which ones of these match. We don't know which ones of these match. Okay, well, we're gonna make this A and this B. Oh, this has to be next to different. So if this is low, it has to be next to 7 and 8 guaranteed. So this cannot be 3 or 7. Same here. This can't be 3 or 7 because it must match. Because it's next to the different A and B's on orange, which would be 2, 3, or 7, 8, depending. Oh, these two digits cannot add up to 10. They're orthogonally adjacent. So then this cannot match this one. This has to match that one. Okay. So this must match this one, which means this is 2, 3, 7, 8 also. So it cannot be 1, 9. So this matches this. That means this adds up with that to be, so this is the corresponding yellow B. This is the yellow A. This corresponds to 2, 3, 7, 8. So it cannot be 1 or 9, which makes this the orange 1, 9, which makes this the yellow 1, 9 also. Okay. So this is B, this is A. This cannot be the A yellow. So that because that would be orthogonally adjacent. So this must be the B yellow. So this B yellow matches the B orange. So this is B orange, which makes this, yeah, but this is A orange. So this is A yellow. So therefore this is A yellow here. A orange. Okay. A yellow cannot be one of these, so A yellow has to be one of those two. Hmm. Where is A orange? It has to be one of these two. It cannot be here. Hmm. This can't be A orange. It could be 1, 9. Hmm. So A yellow cannot be either of these. So A yellow has to be one of these, which means B yellow has to be one of these. No, that's not right. Uh, A yellow cannot be here. So A yellow has to be here in the corresponding 10. I guess it could be here. So that would be A orange. So this is either... Okay, so this cannot be A orange or B yellow. That means it's either A yellow, so A yellow, or B orange. If this is B orange, it matches one of these two. That doesn't help us much. Okay, this could be 5. That could be 5. Neither of these are A yellow. So A yellow has to be there, which means A orange cannot be here. Because that would add up to 10 then, if that's the case, with A orange and A yellow being there. Um, So this is A yellow and B orange. A yellow and B orange. And hmm. Um hmm. Okay, this cannot be 1, 9. So we have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 here. This could be B orange, quite possibly. Can this be B orange? I think the answer to it could be. Again, this is A. No. Yes, A yellow has to be here. It has to be with B orange. Which means this could be B orange. Perfectly fine. Dang it. This cannot be 1 or 9 because we have the orange 1, 9. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which makes this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yellow is next to both 4 and 6 here. Yellow 1, 9 is next to both both 4 and 6 here. Therefore, this cannot be 1 because that would guarantee this adds up to 5 amongst one of these two. So yellow has to be high. So yellow has to be high. Orange has to be low. So this is 1. This is 9. This is 1. This is 4. That's 9. This is 6. This is 9. This is 6. This is 1. So we have 2, 3 here, 2, 3 here, 7, 8, 7, 8. This is a 7, 8 pair. This can't be 7, 8. That's 2. This is 4, 5, 4, 5. This is 7 or 8. 2 or 3. 7 or 8, 7, 8. Okay. This can't be 6, obviously, so this can't be 4. So this is 7, 8, or 9, which is with 1, 2, or 3. Oh, this cannot be 5. So this is 6, 7, 8. This is 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 3, or 4. We have, this is 1. Okay. Remaining digits are 4, 5, and 9. Okay. Oh, this cannot be the 2, 3, because that would add up to 5. So this has to be the 6 here. So this is 6, and this is the blue 2, 3B. Right? This is high. This B. Okay, so these have to be opposite sets, because if they're not, then these would not be the opposite sets and would guarantee have a 1, 4 pair, which adds up to 5. So we're going to make this yellow. This is pink. Therefore, this is yellow 4, 6, and this is pink 1, 9. This yellow 4, 6 has to be opposite pink 2, 8. Pink 2, 8, so this is yellow. Okay. Does that tell us anything? Not particularly. It does mean that pink 2, 8 cannot be here. So, and yellow 2, 8 obviously can't be here. Oh, this can't be 4, 6. If this is 4, 6, this would add up to 10. So this has to be 2, 3, 7, 8 as triplets. This then has to have the pink 2, 8 here. So this is pink 2, 8, which makes this yellow 2, 8. And then the other one is a 3, 7. But we don't know which one that is. Oh, wait, no, we do. So this is pink 2, 8. And it has to be next to yellow 3, 7. So pink 2, 8 and yellow 3, 7. Which means this is yellow 3, 8 and pink 2, sorry, yellow 2, 8 and pink 3, 7 here. Okay, does that tell us anything? Not completely. Remaining digits in column. Okay, where is yellow 4, 6 then in column 3. Cannot be here because of yellow 4, 6 in the box. These are 2, 3, 7, 8. Can't be here. Can't be here because that adds up to 10. So this must be yellow 4, 6 here, which means this cannot, yellow cannot be low, because if it's low, this is 1, 4 adding up to 5. So yellow has to be high again. And pink must be low. So have that as pink here. This then is 2. This is 2. This is 8. This is 9. That's 6. This is 4. And this is 6. So 2 cannot be here. This must be 3 with 8 in a ratio. This can't be 3 and 8. It's 2 and 7. So this 2, 7 pair eliminates 2 here. So this is 3, which makes this 2. 3 and 7 cannot add up together, so this is 8. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3, which makes this 2. 3 adds up with 7 to add up to 10, so that's 7 and 8. This cannot be 9, so we have a 4, 5 pair here, which eliminates 4 and 5 in the rest of the box, so this is 9. This cannot add up to 10, so this must be 5 here, and this is, oops, this is 4 here, which means this can't be 4, that's 5. So this can no longer be 5 here, no 8. So it's 2, 3, 4, 7. No set 3, so it's 2, 4, and 7, which adds up with this digit to add up to 10, so it's 8, 6, and 3. This can't be 2 or 6, this can't be 6. No 2 or 6 here. Where's the 1 in box 7? Cannot be here because of the 1 in the row, so this must be 1 here. Since this is 1, this cannot be 4 because that would add up to 5, so this is 6, this is 4. Remaining digits in box 7 are 5 and 3. Okay. So we have 3, 5 pair here. This can't be 2 or... Whoa, we got a contradiction. We have a contradiction. That's not good. This has to be 3, which must add up with 7 to add up to 10. That's not good. Yeah, we have a double contradiction. Oof. Okay. Where did we go wrong here? I don't know. Okay, let's reset. Make sure. Okay. Okay, let's color these again. Again, these cannot add up to 10 because no two orthogonally adjacent digits can add up to 10. So these cannot be the matching sets. So this has to be matching with this. So we're going to make this orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, which makes this yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow. Again, this is on a German Whisper 5 line, so 5 can never be on a Whisper 5 line, so this must be orange, which makes this yellow, which makes this orange. So these two have to add up to 10, guaranteed. And these are different digits, so this can never match this one. It has to match this. So this is matching there. Right. This yellow cannot go to another yellow. So this must be 5 then. Which makes this the yellow. So this must be 1, 9. And this must be 1, 9. So this is the orange 1, 9. Again, these two cannot be yellow 1, 9 because that would force this to be yellow. Okay, so this must match this as a 10. So this is 1, 9. And these are both yellow. Since these are both yellow, oh, that's where I messed up. This doesn't have to be orange. One of those is orange, but this does, no, this has, sorry, this does have to be orange. Yellow, yellow, this is orange, orange, because we don't have a 5 available here. That's the reasoning. Okay. Again, where is the orange 4, 6? Cannot be here because it's next in column 5. Cannot be here because it's next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line. Can't be here because it's not next to 1, 9 on a whisper 5 line. Could be here. If it's here, then this would be yellow on a whisper 5 line 1, 9, which has to add up to 10 with that, which doesn't work because that can't be 1, 9 then. So this cannot be 1, 9. This is 4, 6. 1, 9 yellow cannot be either of these because that would force these to be orange 1, 9, and we can't have orange 1, 9 either of those places. So yellow 1, 9 has to be one of these 3. Cannot be here because then that would force us to be orange 1, 9. Can't be here because this must match the orange 1, 9 here. So it has to be here. This is yellow 1, 9, which matches orange 1, 9. This cannot be yellow 1, 9 adding to that, so these two have to be the same bulb. Same positioning. Which means this is yellow 1, 9. This is orange 1, 9. This is 5. And because of that, you cannot have 4 and 6 either place here because 4 and 6 can only be next to 1 and 9, and we have a 1, 9 pair in this box. So this is 4, 6, and 4, 6. Yellow cannot be 1 because it would have to be with a 4 guaranteed in box 4. So therefore, this is blue. So this is 9, this is 1, this is 1, 4, 9, 9, 1, 1. Okay. This 4 must match this, so that's 6. These are different 7, 8s. This must be 2, 3, 7, 8 here. And this is 2, 3, 7, 8 here. So this cannot be 1 and 9. So this is 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. This cannot be 4 or 6. Maybe that was where I messed up. Why can't that be 3 or 7? Yeah, I think I kind of messed up maybe here also. This could be 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Oh, no, it cannot be 4, 6. 4 and 6 cannot be here. They have to be next to 1 and 9 on a whisper 5 line. So this is 2, 3, 7, 8 as a triplet, which means this can't be 2, 3, 7, 8. This can't be 2, 3, 7, 8. So this must match 2. So this is 4, 6. 4 cannot be next to 7. It would have to be next to, yeah. 8. 6 cannot be next to 3. It would be next to 2. So then this is 4, 6, 2, 8. No, that's still the same then. That leaves this as 1, 9, and 1, 9. Again, we have the same problem. You can't have the same set be here. So this we're marking yellow. We'll mark that as pink. So this is the yellow 4, 6, which makes this the pink 1, 9. This must be the pink 2, 8. This must be the yellow 2, 8. Again, where is the yellow 4, 6 in column 3? Can't be here because of the yellow 4, 6 in the box. These are not 4, 6. This is not 4, 6. Yellow 4, 6 cannot be next to pink 4, 6 because that would add up to 10. So this must be yellow 4, 6, which means it cannot be 1 and 4. These have to be high. So the yellows are all highs. The pinks are all lows. Therefore, this is 4, this is 6, that's 2. 4 is next to 8 here. This is 9 and 6. 8 can no longer be here. This is 7 then guaranteed here, and this has to be 2 with it, which makes this 3 and 8. We still have the same problem. This can't be 2 then. It's 3, which forces this to be 2. 2 adds up with 8. 3 adds up with 7. So this has to be 2 here, which matches 8 there. And this is 3, and that's 7. This, where's 1? 1 has to be here, and this has to be a 3, 5 pair, and this can't be low. Dang it. Same contradiction. Where am I messing up? This cannot be 8. So this must be 2, 7 here, which means this is a 3, 8 pair. But we still have that problem here, right? Yeah. This is 1. This is 6. No 9, so this is 9. This is 5, that's 4, this is 5. That would have to be 8. This can't be 3, so that's 3. This would be 6. The problem is this has to be 3, right? Because this cannot be 5 and this can't be 5. We have a 3, 5 pair here. Even then, this is 3, 5 as a pair, which doesn't add up either. Okay, where is my flawed logic here, then? I must have some flawed logic. I don't know where it is, though. Again, these cannot add up to 10. So, this must match this one. Orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, which makes this yellow. Add up to 10, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow. Again, this is on a Whisper 5 line. So this cannot be 5. And if this is 1 through 4, it would have to be next to 6 through 9 because you have 5 through 9 there. If it's 6 through 9, it would have to be 1 through 5 here. It cannot be another high. So this is orange, which makes this... These two add up to 10. Guaranteed. And these are different digits then. So these two add up to 10. This is orange. This is also on the Whisper 5 line. So this is yellow, which makes this orange. So this is yellow, yellow. Again, this yellow forces this to be orange. We have 4 oranges in column 5. So this digit can never be part of orange. It's either 5 or it's a yellow. But yellow, again, cannot be 4 or more away from another yellow. So this has to be 5, which makes this yellow. This is yellow 1, 9. This must be orange 1, 9. This adds up to 10 with this one. So this is orange 1, 9. And then we again have the same problem. These two cannot be orange 1, 9. So this cannot be yellow 1, 9. Where is yellow 1, 9? Cannot be here because it sees all of these digits. If this were yellow 1, 9, this would be orange 1, 9, so it can't be here. So this must be yellow 1, 9, which forces this to be orange 1, 9. This cannot match here, so these two must match. So this has to be 5. This must be yellow 1, 9. And this is orange 1, 9. So again, 1, 9 cannot be either of these places. Because of that, 4, 6 cannot be on the Whisper 4, 5 line. So this has to be 2, 3, 7, 8. This must be 4, 6. 4, 6. Yellow has to be high. Because if it's low, this would guarantee a 1 and a 4 next to each other, which they cannot be. So that means orange is low. This is red. Blue has to be next to 2 reds here. Because these two add up to 10, right? Same problem. This is 9. This is 1, 1, 9, 1, 1, 9. This cannot be next to this cannot be 4 because it would be next to non-9 on a Whisper 5 line. So we have 2, 3, 7, 8 here. 2, 3, 7, 8 here. Can this be 4? So this can't be 4. It's next to a non-9 on a Whisper 5 line. If this is 4, that forces this to be 9, which would force that to be a 1 to add up to 10, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 4. So 4 has to be here, which means this must be a 6. Because we know these two add up to 10 because of the orange connected X lines in the middle. Again, we have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 here. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. No 4, 6 here. No 4, 6 here. Okay, why was I convinced this could not be 4? Okay, 4 and 6 cannot be right. 4 and 6 cannot be next to... Oh! This could be 1, 9. That's the error that I had. Okay, there we go. That's the error that I had. Okay, so this could be... So this cannot be 1 and 9 here. But this could be a 1, 9. And that's where I was messing up. Okay, there we go. So, this cannot be 1 and 9. It could be 4 and 6, though. And we've shown that this cannot be 2, 3, 7, 8 because we lead to a contradiction both ways. So then, this cannot be a 2, 3, 7, 8 pair. Well, it could be. We know this cannot be 2, 3, 7, 8. Because if this is 2, 3, 7, 8, this cannot be 1 or... It cannot be 1 and 9 here. Which it would have to be. So if this is 2, 3, 7, 8, 2, 3, 7, 8, this becomes a 4, 6, 4, 6 pair, which forces this to be 2, 8 here. So then, if this is 2, 3, 7, 8, this is 2, 3, 7, 8. Can it be 4 and 6? Or 4 and 6, specifically? No. So this would also have to be a 2, 3, 7, 8 to match these, right? Either match these or match themselves, because they cannot be 4 and 6. So this specifically cannot be 2, 3, 7, or 8. This has to be a 1, 9 pair then. So this has to be 1, 9 pair here matching. Because if it's not, then we have a problem. We run into the same problem that we kept on running into. So this was the issue here. This has to be 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So this must be 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, but this can't be 6. Since this can't be 6, this can't be 4 here. So these two have to match, guaranteed. Because we tried having this being 2, 3, 7, 8, and so it can match here and here, or match here and here, or match here and here. But that doesn't work because that forces 4, 6 here and 4, 6 here, which forces 1, 9 here or 1, 9 here. And then we ran into the same problem that we ran into. So we were going to have to run into that problem anyways. We just didn't know where the issue was. So this was the bad assumption here. This is still correct as an assumption, but we have to have a 1, 9 pair here. It cannot be obviously 4 and 6, because that would be next to 2, 3, 7, 8 guaranteed here. But this cannot be 1, 9, but this could. And that was where we were running into problems. So these two must match. Okay, that's much better. So we know this is a 1, 9 pair then. We know 9 has to be... Now we don't really have that much information. We're going to make this yellow and this pink, I guess. So therefore, these must both be pink. These must both be yellow. That makes this pink and this yellow. Okay, so this then cannot be... So again, these are different 2, 3s because they must add up to 10 with these different ones. And this has to be 7, 8, and 7, 8. Because this is 2, 3, 2, 3. This matches this. But if it matched here, then it cannot be... That would add up to 5. So this has to be the other 2, 3. Which makes this 7, 8, 7, 8. And this has to be 6 here. So this is 6. This is obviously 7, 8, 7, 8. 2 high digits. Okay. So this is 2 or 3, and this is 2 or 3. Again, so we're marking them A and B. A and B, which makes this B 2, 3. So this is B 7A, 7, 8. So this is 7, 8, 7, 8, 2, 3, 2, 3, 7, 8, 7, 8. These have to be blue and blue. Okay, so this is A. B and B, this has to be A. 7, 8. So this is A also, which makes this, so this matches A, so this is A, this is B. That forces this to be a 6. This is a 4, 5 pair here. Okay. And then this becomes 4, 5, or 9. And we don't know which. Okay, this could still be 5. This is... So this has to be 6, 7, or 8. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4 here. Obviously, A cannot be this one. So these two cannot be the A 2, 8 or 3, 7. We don't know which one it is, though. Okay. Hmm. This is cannot be 4. So this is 1, 2, or 3, which means this is next to 7, 8, or 9 here. Okay. This digit has to be 1 through 5. So this digit must be 5 through 9. So this could be 5, 7, or 8. That would force this to be 5, 2, or 3. Interesting. This cannot be 7 or 8. If it's 7 or 8, this is B 7 or 8. And the 7, 8 pair would eliminate all 7 and 8s in the rest of the row. So this would be 2 and 3 next to each other on a whisper 5 line, which is not possible. So this must be 5. So this is 5, which forces that to be 5 there. That 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4. This is 5. These can't be 5. It's a 4, 9 pair. So this is 4 and a low. This is obviously 5. Okay, so that's good. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 6, which makes this 4. That means this is low, this is high. Remaining digits are 2, 3, 7, 8. So one of these is B. So this is B here. So the B2, 3, sorry, the B7, 8 is here, and the A2, 3 is here. This cannot be 1, because that would add up to 5. So 1 has to be one of these two in row 4. We also have a 5. Where's 5? 5 cannot be here because of the 5 in the column, so this has to be a 1, 5 pair here, which forces this to be 2, 3, 7, or 8 here. Interesting. So this is a 1, 5 pair. 5 cannot be here or here. Okay. We cannot have 7 or 8 here. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so that's 2 and 3. That means we have a 2, 3, 7, 8 quadruplet in row 6. So this must be a 6, 9 pair here. Interesting. Remaining digits in row 5. We have a 4. We have and 2, 3, 7, or 8. Obviously 2 and 3 cannot be here because then these two would add up to 5. So it cannot be 2 or 3. Um, this cannot be 4 and 9. If this is 4 and 9, obviously this would eliminate all possibilities for this cell. So this cannot be 4. Therefore, we have a 2, 3, 7, 8 quadruplet in column 3. That leaves the remaining digits as 4, 5, 6, and 9. This can't be 4 or 5, it's 6 or 9. This can't be 4 or 6, so this is 5 or 9. Again, we have 4, 5, 6, or 9. This can't be 5 here. And yeah, that's it. 2, 3, 7, 8. Is this the same digit? Yeah. These... Yes, this must be the same digit as that. So this must be the same digit as that. Okay. So we'll make that C here. It's the same digit as that because it cannot be that one. And that adds up to 10 with this one. So this is the same as that. These are D. Okay. So we're missing D somewhere here. We also know A78 is here, and it's with B23. Monster. Okay, hold up. We know, okay, so this is A78. This cannot be 1 or 4. This is A78. which must be, cannot be with A23 because that would add up to 10. So it must be with B23. Therefore, this is A23 here. A23 is with B78 here. So this cannot be A23. This is the B23, guaranteed. So B23 must be with B78, but this could also be B23. So we don't know how this works. So this could match with that one. It could also match with that one. What happens if it matches with that one? I don't really know. What happens if this is the 2378 here? If this is 2378, this must be the A. So this must be B78 here, which is possible. Okay. That would force this to be 4, which is fine. This is not A23. So this... Huh. Interesting. Oh, this is B23. This is A23. So this cannot be 23. It must be 1. So this is 1. That's 9. So this is A23, B23. Those are the different ones, and they both see that. So this cannot be 2 or 3. It cannot be 4, because that would force this to be 6, and there would be a contradiction. So this 9 eliminates 9 here. So this is 4. That's 9, which eliminates 9 here. So this is 4. Okay. 9. So we have 1 and 9 here. That's fine. This cannot be A, but it could be B again. Or it could be 4. We don't know. Oh, this is 1, which means pinks are high. So pinks are high. Yellows are low. So this is 9, which makes this 5 and 6. That 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 4. This can't be 4, 5, or 6, so it's 9. This cannot be 6 here. This can't be 4 anymore. So this is a high. This is 2, 3. 2, 3. 7, 8. 7, 8. This is 1. This is 7 and 8. Sorry, 2 and 3. So this C has to... Okay, so this is... C has to be B. So C is B. And D has to be A. To match, right? Okay. This cannot be A23 because then that would add up to 10 with A78. So this has to be 78B, which makes this 23A. So this is low. This is high. This is low. And is 23A, which eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of the row. This is 4, 7, 8. This cannot be 7, 8 because it would guarantee add up to 10 with A or B. So this has to be 4. That means 4 cannot be here. This is 7, 8, 7, 8. We don't know which one that is. Okay. This still could be B or 4. 4 cannot be here, so where's 4 in row 8? Cannot be here because 4 is in the boxes, so 4 has to be one of these two cells. Okay, This is B23. Remaining digits in row 7. We have A23 and A78. If we had a 5 here, that would guarantee that the A23 and 78 would be next to each other, which would add up to 10, which is not allowed. So 5 has to be one of these. This is 2378, and it's an A. We don't know which one it is, but it's an A. Where's 4? 4 has to be one of these two. And we have an... That means the remaining digits in row 3 are 2378. So this is also 2378. We have a 2378 quadruplet in column 1. That leaves the remaining digit as 1 and 5. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the row, so this is 1, which makes this 5. This is A. These cannot be the same set. So one of them is A, one of them is B. Therefore, this must be B here, right? If this is A and A, this is B and B next to each other, and they add up to 10. So this must be B, and it cannot be 7, 8. So this is B low. So we have B low here, B low here. This has to be 6, 7, or 8. It cannot be A high or B high because it sees that cell by normal Sudoku in the same row and same box here. So this has to be 6. 6 can only be next to 2 on a whisper 4 line. So all the B lows are 2. And all the B highs are 8. So these are 2. B highs are 8. That means the remaining A's, 2, 3, are low. Are 3. And that means the remaining 7, 8 pairs, the A 7, 8 is a 7. Okay, so this cannot be 2. No 2. No 2 or 8. This is 3 or 7. This is 5, 3, or 7. This 3 eliminates 3 here. So this is 2 or 4. That means this cannot be 7 here. It's 6 or 8. The low here is either 3 or 4, and the high is 7 or 8, obviously. 8 has to be one of these two cells, though. This 3, 8 pair eliminates 3 and 8 here. So this is 7, which means this cannot be 7 here. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is a 3, which makes this an 8, which was next to 3 or 4. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 6, and therefore these two must be matching. So then this is the bulb here, and it matches the 4. So this is 4, which means this can't be 4 here. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 4. That leaves this as a 2. These cannot be 3 because of the 3 in the row. This last digit here is a 7, and we have a 3, 4 pair here. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the row, so this is 3, that's 4. Okay. Remaining digits in column 1, or sorry, row 1 are 8 and 9. Remaining digits in row 2 are 3 and 7. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column, so this is 7, that's 3. We know 2 has to be here, because 2 cannot be here or here anymore, so this is 2. Does that help us any? 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 9 and 6. 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 8 and 9. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7 and 8. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5 and 7. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 1 and 5. Remaining digits in column, well, remaining digit in row 8 is an 8. That leaves this digit as a 6, this digit as a 3, and this digit as a 1. Whew. Yeah, just that this mistake here was the problem. But we had to run through that scenario anyways. Otherwise, that could have been a possibility, right? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. I don't know, it was just a bad assumption though, whichever it was. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.